introduction, you see in the slides my daily workplace. We have the clinic with 130 beds for rehabilitation for ENT and cochlear implant. Next slide, please. Next slide, yes. So what's the current situation? We have more than 110 CI clinics in Germany. Surgery is crucial. It needs about 90 minutes for an operation, but it's not everything. We heard about it before. And we have implantations of high quality in many clinics. But what about fitting, rehab, and aftercare? Lifelong care by rehab team is crucial. So we have approximately 5,000 operations in Germany in 22, and a total number of CI users from 50,000 in Germany. And the Bosenberg clinic is, that's my clinic, we have 700 rehab CIs in 22. And the advantage of near home care, and what about the quality of care? When you ask, it's better to have a near home care, or it's better to have a better quality of care? Next slide. So here are the seniors. We have many very good self-help associations as DCIG, DSB, DHV, and clinics. We received the complaints about hearing quality with CI. And our report of CI service matter presented from Zurich shows lack of rehab. So we need time for therapy, fitting, and logopedic support. We need time. And that's the clue of the success in our experience. So you need more time for matching the technical devices, to use all the devices we have to use beside our CI. Lots of CI users don't know the possibilities of their speech processors, using the technical devices and how to use CI tools. Listening in peace usually succeeds. That is not difficult. But for higher requirements, such as hearing a noise, room acoustic, bedroom acoustics, sound localization, there are still large deficits. As a result, deficits in professional and social reintegrating is a result. Next slide, please. So sometimes it seems, even after months or years, that CI users only drive a bike, and they don't know that they have a racing car. So surveys asking for satisfaction, given sometimes false answers, because many CI users don't know the potential. So 2/3 of our CI users wish for more information about the possibilities of their device before the CI. So the most effective way to get a good rehab in Germany is word of mouth information from patients with good results. Next slide, please. Patient votes with their feet, and distance from home is not the most important factor. That is every day our experience. More important is good quality of results. Patients need motivation and accompaniment. Groups of peers are important to share the experience. Groups, never walk alone, is important for CI user. Group experience is very cost effective. For example, we founded a CI cafe every week, and in this CI cafe, the most decisions for a CI are done. Not in the talk with a surgeon or with the ENT doctors. Next slide, please. Homework before surgery. The question is, who provides the CI indication? Is it the ENT doctor? Is it the audiologist? Is it the clinic? And what about the responsibility? It's clear that the CI surgeon is responsible for the entire process. Many guidelines show this, but that does not mean that the surgeon is responsible for the whole rehab. So the guidelines AVMF in Germany describe the rehab team. The living guidelines describe the rehab team too. So it's important to have the team and not only the surgeon. So what about education? It's not the education before the operation. It's not an information about surgical risks. It is also important to have the information about rehab and alternative options. Info about length or reintegration time. How long that lasts so that I can get back to work. Not everything had to be done in the hospital itself. It's other places there that this information can given. CI networks need to be created. Next slide, please. And what about the need of clarification and quality? Aftercare. What this means lifelong aftercare? Who is responsible? Is it a surgery clinic? Is it possible that we have more and more cochlear implant centers with ENT specialists, audiologists, cochlear implant engineers? We need training, certification, evaluation, and CI register and data. No, but which funder is responsible for what? We need here more clear ways. And after days, 1 day per year, is that enough? In the study, in the first lecture, we heard there's 1 time a year, sometime none of rehab and none of fitting. And in our experience, we have a very important increase in importance of the aftercare time. We have, for example, created a block of 3 to 5 days in rehab after 3, 4, 5 years. Not only technical control is needed, but also updates, upgrades, new sound processors, updates fitting strategy, also new ways of communicating, video conferences and new phones and new connecting strategies, hearing aid options and CI tools. Communication problems often cause difficulties in the workplace and society. Listening is exhausting. Don't forget it. We have a hearing stress and we have to deal with it. And now that justifies patient wishes and goals. Hearing improvement is in a quiet environment. That is a basic wish. But also it's a necessary improving of hearing in noisy situation, reverb, background noise, background music, large rooms. What about in this situation? Rapid occupational reintegration is needed. We say in 3 to 6 months, it should be possible for about 80% of the CI users to go back to society and to work. Participation in family, social meetings and groups, the social participation. Participation in public events. Participation in multimedia system. Telephone, landline, mobile, video, and telephone. Avoid comorbidity. That's a very important reason that we have to look very clear on this way. Because when it lasts too long, we get depression, we get exhaustion, we get tinnitus, and we get dizziness. Non-verbal requirements are also important. What about music? What about nature sounds, sport, swimming? Next. So we have a modern rehab concept in our clinic, Bosenberg, with high quality specialists is necessary today. Accessibility requires a lot of effort that can only be economically managed in large specialized facilities. Educational concept of communication are necessary. Information for CI users. It's not effective when you put the whole information in 1 or 2 hours. You need more time. You need like schools lessons. You need to put the information in several lessons. So, and it's very important to know that rehab is not a rest home, but rather a gym for the ear. So communication with the group is very, very important. Improvement of the own articulation will be proved within the group. How am I understood? It's an important question, not how can I hear the others. Recognizing and respecting the communicative needs of others. Listening with and without technical accessories. Holistic communication, watching, hearing tactics, discussion structures, and feedback. So what about music? In our opinion, music is a step into the hearing world. So build musical resources, significant increase in attention span and training time in rehab. So we start with rhythmic and melodic training. We awaken of old memory of music. Dancing can become an additional resource. We have a CIICA, and music, last but not least, is relaxation training. So phone training is important, with and without subject specification, known and unknown the topics, with and without technical accessories, with mobile or cordless phone, dismantling the fear of not understanding on the phone. It's an important goal. So we say 80% of CI users should be reintegrated after 3 months. Optimal rehab process is needed. Cost saving by reducing the total cost for reintegration. So convention on the right of person with disability is needed. It's a right of us. It's not only a question of money. And let's discover the hearing world with CI. Thank you.